Hi, everybody.
Hello.
We're here with from one side to the other. Jesus once again actually got here before we started the show.
Yeah, I know. The world's gonna end.
Probably.
Or someone else or a company.
Actually, that's something that we're going to address before we get started in the show. So I'm going to need you to eat your foot and be quiet for a minute. So, last week we kind of touched on this for a brief moment. An election happened, and I don't like talking about politics with the camera pointed at me. I don't. That's not what this channel is. But I'm just going to say something real quick. First of all, hi everybody in the chat.
Hello.
I promise this will be a fun episode that'll mostly be us just trash talking, most likely. But first, we have to kind of address something. So there are articles and statistics popping around of a very, very horrifying number of people who are self-destructing, claiming that it's because of the election. Now, I want to point out something. I think these headlines and statistics and stuff are grossly blown out of proportion. At the same time, I also believe that one is too many. And so I want to reiterate what I said last week. That, would you turn that off?
Yeah.
I want to reiterate what I said last week without the help of an echo.
But the echo makes you sound more intimidating.
I hate you so much. And they'll understand why in a minute. But anyway, look. We've all, in some way or another, been affected by the sort of drama and, just big ugly mess that has become American politics. Even people in other countries. And this has been and this is not a new thing. This is not just because of the most recent thing. Honestly, 10 years ago, they were complaining about Obama's coming for your guns. And then it was Trump's coming for your medication. Then it was Biden's coming for your kids. Now it's Trump's coming for your... No. Trump's coming for you...
Trump was also going to be coming for your families and if you were from a different country. Even though.
Yeah, you're foreigners and so... Look. And I don't care anymore who was right or wrong. I don't even care what you may have said or someone else may have said. This needs to stop. Okay? In all directions. I don't care anymore who won or who lost or how they won or whatever the fuck. You listening to this right now, you are more important than that. And under no circumstances is it acceptable to harm yourself or anyone else, to be fair, at all over this sort of thing. And I've heard some people sit there and say it's hard. It's hard because they're scared. They are afraid. They were afraid of Trump. They were afraid of Biden. They were afraid of Obama. Nobody was afraid of Bush. He was a dumbass. But anyway.
I miss Bush. I really do.
Let me finish my point. And before we start this show, and this might seem hypocritical, what I'm about to say, but, dude, just turn the apps off. For a decade now, these journalists and these trenders and these influencers have been shoveling phobia after phobia, lie after lie in everyone's faces, and it's hurting people.
Yeah, it is. But please do remember, some of those influencers were paid to say whatever they were saying. They get a paycheck out of that. They
did. Even more reason to not trust them. And for the record, because some people, they're proud about it. It's like, there's no shame in needing to just take a step back, man. Look, I'm going to put some words in other people's mouths here, but I'm willing to say everyone here would much rather have you still be in our lives than have you on fucking TikTok again. Fuck TikTok, fuck Twitter, fuck all this crap. And I'm going to say something that probably a lot of people will disagree with me. Because these influencers, these journalists, these pundits, they know full and damn well that they have this power. They know that they've been influencing people. These Colberts, these Blitzers, all these a-holes, these frickin' Becks, let me just speak to you guys for a second here. And I know you'll probably never hear it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Let it go. Because if it comes to you having a podcast and spouting some bullshit nonsense, or my family members hurting themselves, bitch, I'll kill you. And I won't fucking bat an eye.
And I'll bring you back to life because I can do that. It'll take me 3 days, but I can do it.
Goddamn respawn lag. Now,
I blame a certain internet company I am being very disgruntled with.
Calm down. Now, that being said, I'm just tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing people hurt themselves. I'm tired of having to argue and bicker, which is funny because everyone claims I just love to contradict so much. Kind of true, but either way. And so, again, as the Prince of Darkness, which I am, Ozzy Osbourne can just come onto my show and object if he really wants to. Otherwise, I have to say it sounds like he's agreeing. He's not here.
Say, if we ever do somehow get him on this channel, I'm gonna be on his side 100%. Just so you know.
I don't count on you for a goddamn thing.
Good. Now, if I had any type of influence, it would be to get people to eat more tacos.
I prefer burritos. But anyway, my point is, this is done. This is over. So, on that note, the resident Lord of Chaos, my dear brother, sent me a couple gifts for my birthday. These are not hot sauces, they are chili sauces. They are Korean sauces made from chili, like actual peppers. And I personally suspect that these are going to be absolutely horrible. And that's why he sent them to us. Don't test the Osman. My own mother. Really?
Because she knows he's awesome and the Prince of Darkness. And the Father of Metal.
Yeah, about that. Oh, my own father. You all suck. Seriously, I can't believe I'm about to hurt myself horribly trying these sauces for your entertainment. And really, is anyone on my side? Did anyone come to get me just because they missed me?
No.
Where's Mr. Bishop? Mr. Bishop has my back, usually. The one show he misses. Probably building a house or something. But anyway, Mr. Bishop in the corner, would you like to join us to try these hot sauces that my brother went out of his way to send to me for my birthday?
No. And the one I brought.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Jesus here brought what appears to be like Satan's excrement. I don't know what the hell it is.
Fuck you. My mom.
What does it look like? What does it look like?
It looks like chili oil.
It looks evil. It wants to talk to me about tax rebates.
No, it's not closed all the way because there's a spoon in there.
I see that.
Sean's on my side. Sean is on my side. He'd solo Oz for me. Oh, there's Mr. Bishop. Hi, Bishop. I love you, but that's... thanks, Dad. I love you, too. But anyway...
See, it's Ozzy. And just so you know, you will be put down if you try to hurt one hair on that man's head.
You can't hurt him more than he's hurt himself already with all the drugs. But anyway, so this first one... How do you pronounce this, even?
Gochujang.
Gochujang?
I'm going to use this.
Yeah, we have popcorn, shrimp, and we have Brett. I'll eat that. We have Jarritos over here. Alright, hold on. This is sealed, so I gotta unseal it. And this is actually from like an Asian market or something like that, because it actually is from Korea. Fun little side note. Over here we have North and South Korea. We call it that. Do not say that to a Korean. They will adamantly claim that there is no North or South. There's just Korea. Back when I worked in at the Tyson factory, we had a lot of Korean immigrants, and they would get mad if you said North or South Korea.
Yeah, bite your tongue.
That don't smell hot.
Dodson says he got it from Walmart. Really? It says on the label, product of Korea. But
come on, we both know he bought these at Safeway in the store.
Oh, when he was here and he just like hid it.
Didn't I say that on the show? I know I've told you. It's like, oh, he got them at the store.
All right. Now I've heard stories about gochujang, or gochujang. Ooh, that is thick like ketchup.
Baby got back.
That is thick like you want your girlfriend to be. Ugh, boy, howdy.
I didn't bring my charger and my phone's at 15%.
Oh no.
Once we're done, I'll get you my charger. So, I'm either going to regret making fun of these sauces because they're going to be incredibly spicy, or they're going to be nothing.
That is a massive glob.
That is kind of a massive glob.
It's kind of odorless. I'm not getting a really...
Yeah, I can only smell the shrimp. Well, not the shrimp, but like the breading.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll take a little off. Alright, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's gross.
Yeah, there's enough flavor on that.
That is weak and gross.
I think that's their version of ketchup.
It does taste really gross.
Yeah, that's not good.
And it stings.
Sorry, Donson. No, there's not much spice at all.
They made ketchup out of a pepper. And it failed epically.
Are you guys not getting
No,
that
I'm
sting
not getting
at all?
shit.
No, that was gross.
I agree with you. It tasted gross.
No, that was like a dirty road pepper.
Yeah. I honestly think like when one of you said it looked like ketchup, like they tried making it like ketchup out of a pepper.
Okay, the sting is going away. But no, I got a sting. It was pretty nasty.
Nah.
But what else we got here? We got the other one. And this is the one you said you were kind of afraid of, Bishop.
No, I said I think this is going to be gross, and it might be spicy.
Yeah, spicy, yeah, because there's a noodle that this company makes.
Yeah, I've had this company's noodles, and they're not that good.
Mr. Bishop is saying that we all looked like it tasted nasty. Apparently, we all made faces.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not good.
It's more... Really, what are we drinking? We got Doritos and Coke.
Doritos.
We have no milk.
I do have tea.
Huh.
Because I'm a dumbass.
There's a lot of white powder that just came out of my...
Do we need to know something?
No. No, I would never do that. I'm a good, innocent Mexican.
Sean says he uses this stuff for everything, but it's supposed to go on ramen.
Yeah.
But he puts it on literally everything he eats. Yeah, he says he loves it. This is like his favorite condiment. He loves this stuff.
What do you say about this one, Sean? Johnson?
See, okay, maybe that would be good as an ingredient, but by itself, it just kind of tasted funky. Like, there's not even a way to describe it.
That's why you're the work knife.
Did you
You
just
okay?
cut yourself?
Nope. I even got my finger too, but nope, did not cut myself.
Wow.
Again, that's why it's the work.
Oh, he says to put it in a shot glass and just drink it. Take it a shot.
Oh, yeah. You got that right.
Yeah, you got
No,
this.
I'm good.
Come on. Aren't you the one who always sits here and complains?
I can drink it from the bottle right now if you want.
Okay.
I mean...
That smells like ramen.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. I'll try this with a shrimp piece. You want to pass me a shrimp, please?
That shouldn't be oily.
Well, did you shake it up first? Oh, he uses this on everything, the gochujang on everything. That, he says, is a special occasion. What are you doing?
I still have some of that other hot sauce in my mouth.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, person.
Hi, Connie. Hi, everybody.
You gonna try this with bread?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh. It has a dark color to it.
Is that a good thing?
That smells like ramen, yeah.
See, I told you. I wonder if to make the broth thicker.
Alright. Ooh. That does smell like ramen, actually. I like that.
Is it gonna taste like ramen?
See, I usually drown my ramen in like seasoning and stuff, so I'm not sure what ramen even would taste like by itself. But alright. Are we ready, boys? 3, 2, 1. Peanutty.
It tastes like ramen. Like beef flavored ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. It tasted like peanuts, and now there's a sting.
No, not even.
Oh, there's a mild heat to this one.
It's not the worst. I'd
It's
actually
good.
argue it's not as bad as the gochu.
Yeah, I like the taste.
See, I would eat ketchup with this. I mean, not ketchup. French fries, curly fries. With this one.
Mm-hmm.
This I would put in my ramen, actually.
Yeah.
I tasted peanuts.
There is a little bit of a heat, but not bad.
I could see using that for something.
Why did you bring...
This sting is not leaving, though.
Huh? Why did I bring what?
Wait, this is going to be painful.
No. It's gonna be tasty. Well, I think it's tasty.
Well, no, I think the ramen one actually is pretty good. The gochu, I don't think it was very good. I'm wearing one of the shirts you guys sent me.
No offense, this was not very good.
It felt like it should be with something like...
And this...
Tasted like peanuts. Like peanut butter. Mmm. Peanut butter goes good with fruit jellies. What if you mix that with some kind of fruit thing?
Eh.
Alright, so what is this condensed evil you've brought?
My mom made this. I forgot what the fuck it was called. She told me, and she told me to make sure to remember, and she forgot which one of her kids she was talking to.
Oh dear.
But I think it's good.
Oh shit, well get well soon, Abby. My niece is apparently running a fever.
Yo!
Get well soon.
This show's a bit mature for her. I don't think she should be watching it anyway, but hopefully she gets
Chicken
to feel...
soup.
For a fever?
For
Yeah.
anytime you're
If
sick.
you're sick,
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything. Hopefully she's feeling better, but okay.
And herbal tea.
Well, I don't think there's ever a bad time to have herbal teas.
Yeah, that's true. Especially when the FDA came out and said that the, like cough medicine and all that stuff actually doesn't do anything. So my mom made it.
Alright, so your mother made this. It looks evil.
It looks delicious.
It looks like it knows the tax code. That's how horrible it looks.
And I don't even know the tax code.
Well, you're not as evil as that. But alright, give us a little dollop.
A little bit.
Oh, God.
Actually smells pretty good.
There. Even for
It
you,
didn't even want to let go of the spoon. It's like sentient.
That actually smells good.
Yeah. Even though for you.
What was this made with, you said?
She used oil, peanuts, and some other stuff.
It smells like peanut butter.
I'm not gonna lie, it smells good.
I like peanut butter. Okay, I dig this. I dig it.
And back to this. This does have a little bit of a sting that lingers.
Yeah,
and
it's not going away.
And
It's okay. And
Kristoff,
I'd eat it.
make sure you have a water right next to you.
I do not have water. I just have my Harito.
You want me to go get you a water?
No, I'm dumb.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
That is peanut butter.
That is fucking pimp. Oh, God.
Unless there's a major pain, that's really good. That's actually really good. I'm not getting spice though.
Give it a bit. One of my brothers, like he'll eat peppers and whatnot. like their fucking candy. He even said that was spicy. But I found it delicious, especially with some chicken and shit, and then some Spanish rice. So good.
I am getting no spice.
Everything hurts.
But
I can taste stuff.
Originally I wasn't gonna bring anything, but when you guys said we were trying Asian chilies, and then my mom made an Asian chili oil.
You want some water?
Yes, I want some.
I had just as much as you.
No, I think I gave him less.
That was really good. That tasted like peanut butter.
So usually when I like with that, I usually feel it like right here.
Yeah, in the back of your mouth.
Breathe.
I did take more than both of y'all though. So. But I've also been eating it all week, so.
It feels like contractions. Like when your muscles lock up.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
What can I do? What can I get you?
Hit him.
That was really good. I guess I got lucky on the spice.
What is that?
A fish stick. It's
Thank
cool.
you. Uncle.
I don't know what to get you.
Sedatives! You know, the worst part. The worst part is people accuse me of intentionally overreact.
Oh no, he can't handle spice. This is him actually reacting the way he is.
The worst part is that like every time I breathe, it hurts more. And I have to breathe to talk. And I got a microphone and camera on me. I'm supposed to be fucking talking. This is hell. That really is Satan's excrement.
No,
it sent me to hell.
To me, it tasted like peanut butter, and yeah, my tongue is a little spicy, but that might still just be the bulldog.
Yeah, so she made it on Saturday night. Because we went to.
It says that God took 6 days to make the world, right? 6 or 7, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take for Satan to make that?
My mom made it like within a couple hours. She made it for the menudo that we had.
Evil works fast.
My mom is not evil. She's a saint.
Tell her I liked it.
You know the worst part is? It's a betrayal. Because when it tasted it first, it tasted wonderful. It tasted like fucking delicious peanut butter. I liked it. And then immediately some like devil just rose up. Time to pay for your sins, boy. I hope you all are laughing.
I am on the inside.
I mean, there's a little bit of spice in my mouth, but...
Mr. Bishop understands the things I put myself through for you all. I physically am sweating. Okay, it's going away.
You look so much like your grandpa.
I know I do. I used to make my grandmother cry, actually. You know, as I recall, he didn't like spicy stuff either. You know, he liked bitter. He liked bitter flavor. He would always eat a little bit of dark chocolate, coffee, the stronger beers.
Some strong beers are like, they're delicious. IPAs, I don't like those.
Well, what's the ones that are bitter?
Those are like porters and stouts.
Porters and stouts, thank you. Yeah, he liked bitter stuff. I remember he made a joke one time that that's what attracted him to my grandma, and then she hit him upside the head.
Huh.
See, there is like a little burning in the roof of my mouth.
Okay. That was horrible. It tasted good.
It did taste good.
The spice was awful, but it's actually going away.
No, tell your mom that was actually really good.
Yeah, well,
Okay, I'm going to be fair here. For the purpose, I think it actually is very, very good. I don't want it, though.
Maybe just a little bit in some, like, ramen.
That was a little bit. Oh, God.
No, I
You know what sucks worse?
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that's like, maybe it wouldn't be as bad now. You know what I mean? Like, I've tried it.
You're right. You want to have another one with me?
Okay, but if I barf, I'm going to aim at you.
That's rude.
I will try.
There's an empty spot of the desert right over there.
I will try a little bit on a shrimp.
I guess I will too. Because apparently I missed the spice.
Sean says he wants some. Send him some. Or save some for when he gets back here.
When he gets back, I'll have my mom make some more. Bear, that's yours.
That's a lot.
That's how much I had.
Really? My grandma would actually make homemade hot sauces and send them to my grandfather in Vietnam.
Here you go.
It's all runny and drippy.
You with the
And
hat.
people tried to steal it from him apparently because they all liked it. It was so popular at the frickin' at the base.
Yeah, because there was hardly any freaking flavor.
And my grandmother was a great fucking cook.
Yeah. So
They don't do it like the little old ladies, do they?
No.
They just don't.
Look at them, what they were eating there military food wise, and your grandma sends them like actual fucking homemade shit.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. All right. 1,
For moms and grandmas everywhere.
2.
3. Oh my god, that tastes so good.
It's like peanut butter shrimp.
It even somehow makes it doughy. Like, oh, there it is. I have been betrayed.
That is really good.
No, I will say that is fucking delicious, and it does what it's supposed to very well.
That is good.
Oh, where's that water I was chucking him? Please and thank you, my friend.
Last night we had Spanish rice, beans, and chicken drum legs, and avocado for dinner, and I was just like dipping that shit in the chicken. Well, spraying that on the chicken with a tortilla and some avocado. Oh, it was so fucking good. Best dinner I've had this week so far, other than the Mendolino. Nothing beats Mendolino.
It was good.
Except for tamales.
Ah, god damn it.
That is good.
That is sincerely one of the best hot sauces things that we've tried on this channel. I mean that sincerely.
It's what?
It is by far one of the best things I think I've had on this show.
Fuck yay!
Sincerely, I mean that honestly.
Fuck
I know I talked some trash before about how it doesn't look appealing, but that actually is really fucking good.
Let's be honest, most of the chili oil sauces, they really don't look all that appealing until you try them. And then they're like, fuck.
That is like quintessentially exactly what a hot sauce is supposed to be. The problem is that I don't like what a hot sauce is supposed to be.
Now, there is some spice, but
Oh, have it with some tacos.
Okay, hold on.
Lengua tacos.
I don't know if the peanut butter and shrimp necessarily went the best for me taste-wise, but in general, that tastes really good.
Okay, it's not as bad the second time around. Still hurts a lot. I still feel that weird kind of spasmy, like, contraction thing.
Yeah, that's normal. You'll get used to it.
No, I won't, because I'm not going to keep eating it. I'm going to stop.
I'd eat some of that, a little bit here and there. I mean, there is a spice, but it's not bad.
Maybe put a little bit of that on, like, some pork before you cook it.
Yeah?
I'm gonna save some for Scraps.
You should. He'd probably love that.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's planning to come around here. He was saying maybe Thanksgiving or Christmas. Donson also has been talking about coming over for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Crimbo. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's not as bad as the first time.
So
To answer your question, Sean, no, the demon didn't appear this time, but oh boy, howdy, am I paying for my sins.
see, again, it's not that spicy what I got, but it does linger.
Oh, I'm out of water.
And it's not like...
I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm all right.
It's not like in a bad way. This, no offense, Donson, I just really didn't like it. Maybe when you're here you can cook with it and I might like it. This
Acceptable. That one was acceptable.
That one would be good with some ramen.
And this.
That is actually really good,
This
but
is
I'm
really
going to
good.
put a restraining order on it. Keep it away from me.
No,
Because I will hurt myself, damn it.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't listen to the restraining order even if I'm the one that put it on there.
I know
I
you
would
would.
violate the restraining order. And then be like, why are you coming near me, witch?
No, tell your mom that was good. I liked it. No, it should not be spicier.
No, it does not need to be spicier.
It could be a little bit spicy.
No, it does not.
Well, that was fun. I mean,
You think I can borrow that charger? Because I need.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a call.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm still in pain, but we're going to shake this off and actually have the show now. You know, real quick, by the way, guys, what do you think is better? Now that we do the hot sauces first at the beginning of the show, or... Because remember, we used to save them for the end.
we did.
And I actually had people say, it's like, you're doing it too late. I had to go to bed. I didn't get to see you.
I think both work good. I kind of like doing it at the beginning.
You know what I just remembered, Bear?
What's that?
Bishop? This is too big to fit in my port.
Oh.
I thought it fit last time.
Yeah, because I had a...
Yo, you took it out of the case.
Yeah.
Did you take it out of the...
If I take it out of the case, I'm going to have to replace the whole case this time.
Oh, it's like on the... Oh. We don't know what to do then, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to close my phone and just wait for the call.
Hold on. Here. Plug.
To answer your question, Dad, probably will... What do you think? Next week we try a couple of those hot sauces?
Yeah, why not?
Next week? So, yeah, in fact, actually... you want to run and grab that real quick so we can show people?
Yeah. I'll get you that.
So, along with all the stuff that Johnson sent me, they also sent me this... It's like a random booster pack of hot sauces. Melinda's Spice Rack. A mini liquid spice rack. Random assortment of travel-sized craft pepper sauces and condiments. And actually, some of these look really cool. Like Japanese, there's Japanese barbecue, habanero, honey mustard, black truffle sauce, Mexicana, Thai sweet chili, fire roasted garlic,
I'm going to try that black truffle.
pizza hot sauce, which the bishop just cringes every time I mention it.
You know what we should do? We should get some pizza for the pizza houses.
Yeah, that pizza one sounds bad. I mean, it could be good.
Just green sauce.
Question is, do we order some CC's or do we get DiGiorno?
See, I actually like 7-Eleven's pizza.
I refuse to eat gas station food.
You've done it on the show.
Yeah, the problem is, I got a buddy of mine and I work with him on Mondays doing plumbing work. And after what I saw at that gas station, yeah, never again.
Grody.
I'll tell you guys about it off camera, because it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, next week we're going to try out some of these. There's 10, so obviously we're not going to try 10 different hot sauces in one night. But no, we'll probably try a couple of these next week and the week after that.
Yeah, we each pick one maybe. And...
Yeah. See, I personally really am interested in this Japanese barbecue. Because everyone says that Asian barbecue is nothing like American barbecue, and it's like...
It's not. It shouldn't be. It should be...
Yeah, but either way. What I'm not looking forward to is this ghost pepper wing.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I'm most excited for.
You would be. But, yeah, no. We're going to be trying these next week going forward. Yeah, you want to just get that out of the way. Yeah, show it off a little.
Oh, no, the habanero honey mustard is the one I'm most excited
I was going to say, I thought you were interested in that honey mustard, because you love honey mustard, don't you?
I do, and I like habaneros. And they're not too overpowering. Yeah, no, thank you for the hot sauces, Sean. The one, I'd say, is pretty good. The other one, like I said, not a big fan of. And
But, yeah.
thank you, Jesus. That was really good.
Now, that is good. I will give you that.
Now, spiciest? I guess the one you
Jesus is.
But none of them were that bad, I'd say.
But anyhow, so tonight we're going to be talking about dinosaurs. Now, before we begin, we need to address something in the room. And I can already hear Sean getting his phone ready. I almost anticipate he's going to call.
We'll just deny the call.
Yeah. Now, how do I say this? So, paleontology, which is the study of fossils and by extension dinosaurs, because the only thing we have of dinosaurs is their fossils. I want to say first off, no, I'm not just being a contrarian. I have a bit of a problem with a lot of paleontologists. Not because I think they're necessarily wrong. No. I think that they are indeed experts in their field, and sure, I respect them as much as any other kind of, profession. I just think that there is a lot of professors and so-called experts and so on who really, really need to let out their pants a bit and have some humble pie. It annoys the crap out of me. Because I was mentioning last week how, no one asks what's your favorite dinosaur anymore. Well, you can't. Because the second you say something, some paleontologist has to pop out of the ground and be like, actually, actually go fuck yourself, okay? Dinosaurs are awesome.
Swift punch to the throat.
Yeah. I prefer the gonads, but, throat works too. I mean, both of them will shut them up. But anyhow.
Yeah, but if you punch them in the throat, then they're grasping for air, and then you can grab their face and introduce it to your knee.
It's a little bit much. We just want them to not be annoying. Anyway.
Can't be annoying if you can't speak with a broken nose.
Anyway. Now, and I've mentioned this before, how paleontologists particularly annoy me because of the fact that what most people don't realize is that there are actually two kinds of paleontologists. And each of these tribes, these peoples, hate the other with a fiery passion. And if you are even remotely lean towards one faction over the other, they will both absolutely shout at you and want you to not speak ever.
Sounds like science.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nerd, right?
Sounds like a certain church group.
Anyway, both of you, I'll put up a wall between you. Anyway.
What?
But one of the big things that bothers me is, look, you can look at any bone you want for as long as you want. Here's the truth of the matter. There is not a paleontologist on the face of the earth that has actually observed a dinosaur in nature. Now. They can learn lots from fossils. They can learn lots. Absolutely. But maybe come down from Mount Olympus there, buddy. Okay? The fact of the matter is, I have as much experience.
They're like little bugs flying around me.
Yeah, we have fruit flies. They're attracted to fruits. Anyway.
Mine should be here.
Anyway.
No way.
Anyway.
What's the problem before?
Yeah, no, they just liked him. Anyway, though. And also, I have a little game that I'd like to play with you all on further elaborating how a lot of paleontologists need to pump the brakes a little bit. So, Mr. Bishop, if you are ready to play along at home,
Yes.
show us Exhibit A, number 1. Okay, everyone, you see this image over my face? Tell me in the chat, what is that the fossil of?
A hippo.
You say hippo. Bishop, you said when you saw it that it was a boar? You said it was a pig?
Yeah, I thought it was a boar. Like some sort of pig or something.
Sean says he doesn't want to come now because of how violent you apparently will be to scientists.
No, like, don't get me wrong. If you're
My mom being a smartass.
and you think you're smarter than everybody because you have a PhD, you're a scientist, you went to this school, that school, no, fuck you.
See, my
I
mom.
met your brother. Your brother's cool. He's
not bad.
You hung out with him a bunch.
I didn't hang out with him that much.
I'm amazed you and him got along so well. I was like,
You say that about me and everybody.
But
pretty much.
your brother's cool. He's a cool person to hang out with. He's a cool person.
Johnson, that's Eric. He's a cool guy.
That's a cool person. He's a cool person to have a conversation with. If I get along with you, like right off the bat when I meet you, we're cool. We're good. If you annoy me when we first meet, I'm gonna find you annoying for the rest of your existence. If I dislike you the first time, I'm gonna dislike you for the rest of your existence.
Anyway, okay, so I've let people have time to stew. No, actually, you guys are correct. That is a hippopotamus. That is a hippo fossil.
See, I love hippos.
Gosh damn it, Dawson.
Just because hippos are like...
Oh, he's afraid the fruit flies will get him.
Sorry, we keep cutting you off. Sorry, Jesus.
No, hippos are like one of those creatures on the planet where you think that they're not that fast, but them fools are fast.
Yeah.
And the simple fact that they can't float and they still hang out in the water...
They can float. They can swim.
They do like a little doggy leg paddle.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Most of the time, they're under the water, just chilling on the bottom. And and their main personality is on site when they see you for no reason.
Oh, they'll just murder you.
They're cool. They're murder machines, and you don't want to fuck with them. But
Yeah.
they're cool.
But anyway, yeah. Now, okay, so maybe that one was a bit easy.
You ever played a GIF in D&D?
The hippo people.
The hippo pirate mercenary people. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, okay. So, okay, some of you actually pulled it correctly, but let's play a little bit of a hardball. Bring up number 2. Is this skull a feline or a canine?
Feline?
See, Bishop said it was a feline. So you both say feline. Let's give a couple minutes for people to respond. We're asking, is that a feline or a canine? Yeah, I didn't know you were a big hippo fan.
Hippos are cool, man.
I didn't know that either. And
They-
you've not played a GIF. Well, you don't know what they are then, right?
I mostly, when it comes to D&D, I like to play characters that races that I like. So it's usually either dwarves, tieflings, the cat one,
Tabaxi?
Tabaxi,
Tabaxi?
and then shapeshifters.
Okay, so my dad is saying it's a feline. Sean is going off into left field and has answered something that wasn't on the answers. But okay.
It's an owl.
No, he's saying it's a hyena. Well, that's not what I asked. I asked, is it a feline or a canine? I'm kind of surprised that Mr. Bishop being quiet.
If I remember correctly, hyenas are more on the felines tree, aren't they?
Well, we'll talk in a minute.
Yeah, come back, Sean. Hopefully the fruit flies will be gone.
Yeah. Hopefully the cold of winter will kill them. Oh yeah, he has one of those rabbit people that they just introduced. He wants to make a character with that. But okay, since we aren't getting me answers, actually, you guys are correct. It is a feline. And Donzin was also correct. It is specifically an adolescent hyena skull. Now, yes, technically speaking, hyenas are more feline than canine, even though actually they're neither. They're a mongoloid, which means they belong to 2 different genomes. It's just that if you were to actually split hairs, they are like 2% more feline than canine. But okay, those were easy things. Those were easy ones that any nerd would know. Here's a curveball for you. Bishop, bring up number 3. What is this a fossil of?
A white screen.
No, it's a fossil. Johnson taking a victory lap. No, what fossil are we looking at here, boys and girls?
A white screen.
No, what is it a fossil of? You do not deserve the Prince of Darkness tile just because you were able to tell that that was a hyena skull.
I don't know.
I do.
Prince of Smartness.
Yeah, no, that's definitely him. The troll, the Prince of Trolls, maybe. The Troll Prince. Okay, I love how suddenly nobody wants to say anything. Everyone's dead silent. Everyone was ready to answer the other questions. This one, they're all just like,
There's nothing there.
it's a fossil.
Jigglypuff from above.
Jigglypuff seen from above. Okay, you get points for that reference, Sean. Okay, I'll put you all out of your misery. Actually, that's an octopus fossil. Which is to say, it is a picture of nothing. Because
Exactly.
octopi...
A white screen. I win.
Sure thing you do, buddy. Octopi, it's a blank piece of paper. No, octopi don't have bones, which means they leave no fossil record. Now, if you were to use the logic that some paleontologists a-holes stick with, that would mean that octopi can't possibly have ever existed. Because, again, my problem isn't with them being experts in a field. Actually, perfectly respectable profession. I'm willing to bet they're probably right about most of the stuff they say. However, the pettiness of these people whose whole profession is literally looking at a single piece of an animal and then just suddenly knowing everything about it. Yeah, no, dude, seriously, sit down. Okay. And a great example of this is the...
Did you get a fruit fly in your
I
eye?
think I got some chili in my eye.
Oh, dear.
Do you need a rag or something?
Oh, dear.
Oh, that was empty. Cool.
Mexican down. Man down! Man down!
Be nice.
Connie's chopping in. It's a jackalope fossil. Oh, now they're all chiming in with snarkiness. Actually, yeah, my mom brings a good point. You could argue it's a shark fossil. Sharks also don't have bones. Are you seriously okay? He's not responding.
Damn it, I didn't watch.
Yeah, so while Jesus apparently is actually... I don't know if he's okay. This is not scripted, guys. I don't know what's going on. But the point I was making is, you know,
It just come out of the dryer. It's just, I didn't wash any washcloths. He took a fruit fly to the eye.
No, I think it was some leftover chili on my hand.
See, as I say, he said he got chili on his eyes.
Yeah, right.
But no, I'm not saying paleontologists are wrong. Oh, shit. We're good?
Yeah.
He's okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
He will be.
Okay.
That was the first time I had chili in my eyes. The last time I got fucking maced.
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah,
I almost kicked that guy's ass.
You should have.
Well,
I couldn't see shit because the dude emptied the whole fucking can in my face.
yeah. Oh no, Jesus died live on stream. He won't be back next week.
It's okay. I'll be back in 3 weeks if that happens.
Anyway, again, my point is, I'm not saying paleontology is wrong or that paleontologists are wrong. It just annoys the crap out of me how so adamantly these guys will not hear any contrary theories or opinion. And this is a problem because there are two kinds of paleontologists. There are paleontologists who claim that dinosaurs were covered in feathers and were actually birds. And there are paleontologists who say that they were reptiles and they were scaly. Here's my problem. You have one of the coolest kinds of creatures that exist. Fucking dinosaurs. And you people are so petty so arrogant that you actually took one of the most fascinating, awesome creatures that ever was on Earth and you made it boring as shit.
I got a question for a paleontologist. How can you tell what something's skin is just by looking at
its bone?
its bones.
Yeah.
For all
now
it could
we
be like octopus blubber.
Now to be fair,
but how can you tell from looking at the bones whether it had feathers
the
or
truth.
scales?
Well,
There's two ways I see it.
oh dear.
There are two animals on this planet have been on here longer, as long as the dinosaurs have.
Sharks,
Gators.
gators.
Yep.
Some people say snakes, but basically reptiles.
And or
Reptiles.
yeah,
Turtles.
turtles.
And isn't it funny?
On the species of the turtle, because as we know, some of them do live
Very
very
long
lives.
time. They're fucking elves.
You can go from there. Now,
See, Connie has the right idea. There's no reason they couldn't have both
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah.
Because we have found feathers, fossils that look like feathers, yes.
no,
We've also seen fossils that don't have any kind of feathering at all.
that being said,
And the thing that bugs me
how
is
many species of life do we have on the planet currently?
a few thousand.
What's to say that there wasn't that many back then?
Oh yeah, no. The world's a pretty actually big place.
Yeah, we know more about space than we do our own ocean.
Yep, that's another great example. But, and again, that's why I keep going back to have some humility, okay? Seriously. Because these people are so arrogant that they sucked the fun out of one of the most cool things on the planet. And now, finally, an hour into the show, we're actually going to talk about them. Now, I am curious. Jesus, you never got back to me about that. But what is your favorite dinosaur?
It's mostly because I don't think it exists. Because like I just got it off from Jurassic Park. It was the little green dudes.
Gallimimus?
Yeah.
They were real.
Yeah, I like those guys just because like the definition of swarm and eat everything in its path were those dudes.
Oh, those days were adorable. I want to say those are Silver's favorite too. DJ Scraps.
Just because like
Gallimimus.
like come on
Yeah.
dinosaur walks up, squashes a few, the rest of them just.
Hold on.
They're the cartoon tarantulas on land.
Gallimimus. Hold on a second.
Wait, are you talking Gallimimus during the Stampede or the little green ones in the Lost World that bite the guy up?
That attacked the little girl.
The one I think they were both.
Weren't those both Gallimimus?
No, one.
No, Gallimimus was the big ones from the Stampede in the first movie, wasn't?
Yeah,
I'm
which
talking
little
about
guy.
the little tiny ones that.
I thought those were Gallimimus. What was the little guy?
They were like compies or something.
Oh, Compysaurus! Compysaurus, I think.
Because like at first, like you see a few of them, and then like you think they're adorable and shit, and then they attack.
Compsognathus.
No,
I could be mispronouncing that horribly, but
no. If I could go on that field and find something that no one's ever found before, just to name it, I would, and I would give it a ridiculous name.
yeah.
Yeah, these tiny little bastards.
Yep, that would be them.
Yeah, no. These guys are cute.
But like they.
Fun side note, their name actually translates to dainty jaw. Tiny jaw. About the size of a chicken. And they are, interestingly enough, if this information is correct, they are one of the very few dinosaurs in Jurassic Park from the Jurassic period.
Yeah.
Most of the dinosaurs actually in Jurassic Park were from the Triassic period, not Jurassic.
There's that a video on YouTube where it's like it goes from the Jurassics and what actually was there.
Now here's a interesting thing though. Okay, let's see how good you are. In the original Jurassic Park, there was one and only one dinosaur that was actually from the Jurassic period. Can anyone name it? Only one of the dinosaurs in the original Jurassic Park film was from the Jurassic period. I'm gonna get the feeling you won't.
The mosquito in the dude's flask. Kane.
Hammond?
The old man.
T-Rex.
Bro, I had this in my fridge, and when I left my house to come here, it made a ball of ice inside of there.
Nice. Should have brought some to share.
It was the last one, senor.
You could have given it to me.
Sean says his favorite is Ankylosaurus.
They should
And
find
Glyptodon.
A bunny-shaped dinosaur.
Well, that would be... Well, rabbits are a mammal. They'd be like the early Ice Age and stuff. They were after the dinosaurs.
Yeah, they were the ones that made the... would find... They're making a new Ice Age movie.
Yeah, but it's with different people.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, so you say T-Rex was from Jurassic. What do you think?
The mosquito in the dude's cave.
No, an actual dinosaur. Come on.
It was from that time period, technically speaking.
Yes, mosquitoes have been around there. Yeah. No, dinosaur. Come on. What one dinosaur from Jurassic Park was actually from the Jurassic period?
The long neck one.
Brachiosaurus.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. Dilophosaurus.
Which one was that
The
one?
one they gave...
The one that shot the ink?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that got Newman.
Yeah, Dilophosaurus was the only dinosaur in the original Jurassic Park who was actually from the Jurassic period.
Huh.
Here's the problem, though. They got the period right. Everything else about that dinosaur was wrong. And the funny thing is I love Dilophosaurus. It was my favorite dinosaur. And it's funny because I loved it because of the movie. Because the Dilophosaurus was so different than all the other dinosaurs in the movie. And it's like, just reading about it, it's like, oh my god, they got everything wrong and they made it infinitely less cool. In my opinion. They actually made it less neat.
Mom cheated.
Mom cheated. Sean thought it was the Velociraptor.
Hey. You remember, Mom's always right. Moms don't cheat.
No, Dilophosaurus actually is from the Jurassic period. There's no fossil recording that backs up the idea of them having a frill. There's
let's
no...
be honest, I won't.
Now, to be fair, the bishop brought up a good point earlier. I mean, it could have been cartilage, and so that's why it wouldn't have had the frill in a fossil, but it could have just been skin folds. Yeah. There are hypotheticals that exist that could have given a Dilophosaurus a frill. But if we're just going off what we can confirm, what we can actually know about this creature, there's nothing indicating it had a frill or spat poison. Fun side note, Michael Crichton? The Michael Crichton. So Michael Crichton, when he wrote Jurassic Park, he wanted to include a Dilophosaurus. There was just a problem. Dilophosaurus, when he was writing the scenes with it was essentially just a slightly smaller T-Rex. Actually, they were literally only a few feet smaller than T-Rex. They were huge animals. But so he was like, I need to give this thing something so it stands out and it's different, because otherwise it's just another T-Rex. And so he had this brilliant stroke of ideas that in the movie and the book, they mentioned they used DNA from other reptiles to fill in the blanks. This caused mutations in the dinosaurs that made them different than they would have actually been in the Jurassic period. This is also why he went back and explained, well, that's why T-Rex couldn't see things that weren't moving. Which is a whole kettle of fish that we'll talk about in a little bit, probably. But anyway, no, Dilophosaurus was, roughly speaking, about 7 meters long. So just about 21 feet. Yeah. It is theorized that it probably would have weighed around 900 pounds. Now, again, we're not certain. That's just comparing it to other things of a similar size and going, okay, that's how much they weigh, which is a fair theory to point out.
But I think
But anyway,
weren't animals bigger back then, though?
That is a common argument that they were bigger, so it could have been heavier. It could have been lighter. To be fair, we don't know.
And
that's the thing.
To make a time machine.
Good night, Chester.
Good night, Dad.
Hasta la vista.
My mom says she didn't cheat. She was just coincidentally watching that movie with my nephew, and she mentioned that the Dilophosaurus was my favorite, so he decided to look into it for her. But anyway, no. Another side note, Dilophosaurus is one of the few dinosaurs from North America that was in Jurassic Park. Most of the dinosaurs actually were found like in Europe and stuff. Dilophosaurus and T-Rex, I think, were the only ones actually found in America at the time, which is interesting side note. In the movie, they say velociraptors. Anyone know the problem with that? Velociraptors were tiny.
Them motherfuckers were huge.
Yes. Now, here's the funny thing. So they filmed that movie, and they made the velociraptors huge to make them scary, because actually Velociraptor was only about the size of a dog. So about as tall as like a German Shepherd.
Hey, man.
But here's the funny thing.
You seen a purebred German Shepherd? Them motherfuckers are tall even when they're babies.
Not as big as those raptors were.
Yeah,
But here's the creepy thing. A week before Jurassic Park was released into theaters, a raptor species was discovered in Utah that was actually, stood about 6 feet, 7 feet tall.
See, Donson knows.
Known as the Utah raptor, which, by the way, also has that nasty hook on its foot. And so people made a joke that God must have liked Jurassic Park so much, he decided to make the raptors real.
He's like, let me time travel real quick.
Fix that real fast. There you go. They're 6 foot tall raptors now. Thanks. But no, the Utah raptor, out of sheer dumb blind luck, accidentally they discovered the Utah raptor.
Wasn't there another one in one of the later movies?
I think it's 3. That thing in 3.
The
big red one.
Oh, Carniosaur.
Yeah, they only had like 1 or 2 bones, and they like
had no idea what it looked like.
And then they found it shortly after the movie came out, and they were.
And it actually had those horns that they put on it.
Yeah, and they were close to being right, or
very similar. Yeah, Carnosaur is what you're thinking of.
Man, I gotta watch the Jurassic Park movies again.
Oh, they're awesome. I love the first one.
Yeah, I guess so.
But anyway, back to my point. So Dilophosaurus is one of the few dinosaurs that we actually have a complete fossil of, like a complete skeleton, which is very rare. Again, paleontologists will hate me for saying this. Finding a complete fossil is like winning the lottery 3 times in a row or some shit. Like, it's almost impossible. You could probably count on one hand all the complete fossils that we've found. And 2 of them were in America. There was a complete T-Rex found. I want to say it was in New Mexico. And the state actually wanted to make it like a national treasure.
So, okay, here's a picture, alleged
photo. Yeah.
An impression of Triceratops skin, which actually looks like they would have scales.
Yeah.
I'm on.
Fossils are really hard to get, and a lot of people don't realize what they are. Partly because, and I'm going to reveal a trade secret here. Most of the fossils you see in museums are actually plaster casts made off of actual fossils. And obviously they're, for lack of a better term, cleaned up to look more presentable so you actually can tell what the hell you're looking at. Because most fossils are rocks. Like, it's really hard to tell sometimes with a fossil. If you're super lucky, like the mega ultimate jackpot lottery thing, you might be able to find trace DNA. But yeah, no. Do not bet the farm on maybe finding DNA or something.
The first skeleton, complete dinosaur skeleton was found 160 years ago.
Yep. And since then, there have maybe been half a dozen others. It's pretty rare.
So that kind of answers my question. Find fossilized imprints.
Yeah, find imprints. You see a lot of plants, actually. Plant imprint fossils.
I mean,
aren't that rare.
Land Before Time fan site, so don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. My mom mentions Cadardon Megalodon. Would you call that a dinosaur? I mean, he's prehistoric, but I don't know if I'd call a shark a dinosaur. Kind of? I mean,
the most thing we find from them is their
teeth, because that's the only part that can actually fossilize. The rest of them is cartilage. But anyhow, Dilophosaurus is my personal favorite. And again, it was kind of fun to actually learn about this creature, because again, it's completely different from what they show in the movie. First of all, if it was realistic, the Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park would have been a baby. Or adolescent at best. Now, what's interesting about the Dilophosaurus is that they had a really, for the body, long neck and long tail. And some people commonly hypothesize that a lot of the fossils, the tails are very bendy. And so the common theory is that their tails were very flexible and most likely not used for balance, but rather as a weapon or a tool. Now, another common theory about them is because they have teeth that are kind of small, they most likely would have been something that preyed upon smaller prey, like rodents and bugs. And one theory is that they used their tail to herd their victims and their prey. And by the way, I just want to point out, I think it would have been infinitely more badass if this monster literally whipped Newman instead of just spitting a loogie on him. Yeah. I'm sorry. This thing literally bit people with its butt. This is a badass monster. And speaking of
just play and fucking whip it real good.
Yeah. Fun little side note. Yeah, my mom Cadardon was in the time of dinosaurs, so okay, it's in the same class. But anyhow, fun little side note. Speaking about being an evil monster, you know what they used to create the sound effects for the Dilophosaurus? A rattlesnake and a goose.
Of course they would use a fucking goose.
It was a goose. Yep, a goose and a rattlesnake were
I would rather
used.
fight a rattlesnake than a goose.
Do I have to fight an animal at all? I'd rather not have to fight an animal, personally. But, no.
What would you rather fight, a goose or a rattlesnake?
I guess the rattlesnake, because they're not as aggressive. Most rattlesnakes actually fairly calm.
Yeah, they rattle to warn you, like, hey, you're going to do this all
Hey,
day.
leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. A goose literally will just be like, your soul is mine.
I let you $5 I never had before. I need that money back now.
Honk. But anyhow. But no. Yeah, it's theorized they were incredibly flexible and bendy. And they used their long neck and long tail to basically herd and manipulate their prey. Now, another interesting thing is we've found Dilophosaurus fossils together, like multiple. So another common theory is that they may have been a pack animal. Which I want to point out, can we just take a moment to feel bad for the prehistoric rodents? You have a 20-plus foot long snake with legs, basically, whipping at you to herd you towards his buddy. It sucked to not be a dinosaur back then. That sounds like absolute nightmare fuel. But of course, the most predominant thing, and probably the only thing that they got correct about Dilophosaurus, aside from the period, was its legendary fins. It has two fin crests on its forehead. And they've put every theory forward about what the hell these fins on their head are. Some people theorized they may have been there to regulate body temperature, like a long-eared rabbit, you know. They could have been used in mating displays. There seems to be no difference between them in male and female. Both of them had it. Again, theoretically, because we haven't seen one in nature. One theory I heard was actually, well, they could have had like a muscle or something that would allow them to clap with their fins by like snapping them together.
I've heard that. Yeah,
to make noise and maybe attract a female or sound scary. Because supposedly these creatures were not that tough comparative to other dinosaurs. Like I said, they were slightly smaller than T-Rex. The Utah Raptor would have been about the same size. And by the way, yep, they were in the same area. Now granted, Utah Raptor was, God, hundreds if not thousands of years before Dilophosaurus was a thing, so they probably would have never met. But supposedly Dilophosaurus probably wouldn't have been very good in a fight. Much like T-Rex, they had narrow hips, which means that they probably could have been prone to being knocked over, which would suck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, cow tipping. Big bodies don't like falling. This is the thing. Everyone jokes about cow tipping as it's this funny, harmless prank. No. It very often results in the cow having to be killed. All that weight falling on those bones, it would be very bad for them. But anyhow, another odd side note. Dilophosaurus, the bones in its toes ended in claws, but those claws were hollow. And there's no idea why. It's like they just had hollow claws on their feet. They were bipedal. Yeah, and I don't know, they were always just kind of like my favorite dinosaur. And it's funny that learning about how Jurassic Park was nothing close to correct actually was kind of the starting point for them being so cool. Like, I'm sorry, this is essentially a snake with limbs that came equipped with a whip. Like, what? That sounds like something your DM throws at you when it's mad at you. When he's mad, you know? You didn't bring a $5 footlong. By the way, there's whip snakes now.
Yeah, no, just throw the army of goblins.
No. I'd rather fight the army of goblins than snake with legs and a whip.
No. You don't get it. Army of goblins with dinosaur whip legs.
Oh, God. Goblin with whip legs is the dumbest sounding thing I've ever heard.
No, you give them the dinosaur.
Oh, you mean goblins riding the snake with legs and a whip. Why?
Why the fuck not?
Because...
How about a laser shooting dinosaur?
Yeah, we only get...
My mom is saying don't feel bad for the rodents. They were bigger back then too. They were not 20 plus feet long. But anyhow, no, I still think they're my favorite, and I think part of the reason they actually are is because there was a learning process with them. You know what I mean? I was able to kind of discover them twice. But you actually came through and told me about your favorite dinosaur, Bishop. You mentioned
it's so hard.
the Mosasaurus.
I have a lot of
shenanigans and tomfooleries to do.
Fun side note, so a lot of people think Mosasaur is named after the biblical character Moses. No, actually, it's named after the river that its bones were found in. The Mius River. And I guess for some reason they thought Miusaurus was a dumb name, so they called him Mosasaur. Or Mosasaurus.
Mosasaurus, this guy?
Yeah, that big guy. By its fossils, by its bones, it's suspected its closest relative is actually the monitor lizard. So it was aquatic, and because of that, a lot of people thought it was a fish when they first saw it. But looking at its skeletal structure, no, it was a lizard. It had little feet, fin-like little feet. And yeah, no, its closest relative was the monitor.
Yeah, and if that don't really count as a dinosaur, then probably Ducky.
Oh, what was
Saurolophus?
Saurolophus. Yeah, a duckbill.
A duckbill. If you guys know who Ducky is.
From The Land Before Time. Oh God, don't mention that. Tara will have an aneurysm.
Why?
She hates those movies with a bloody passion.
Why?
Because there's 23 of them in the whole series.
Yeah, but we only count the first 3.
Amen.
Because those were the ones that gave you emotional damage.
Yeah, they were. The first one especially was pretty fucking dark.
The first one would probably make me cry watching it again.
Bro, for real. Like, and then like not just that, but if you look at the beginning of Bambi, it's during the hunting season, and there's like also a bird, like there were like birds right there too, where it tells them one of them's telling the other one not to flee, and it does, and then it's dead.
See, I've only seen Bambi like once, I think, once or twice.
And then the Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, the whole movie whose premise was that racism is wrong, and at the end of the movie, the two friends can't stay together because racism. What were they trying to say with that fucking movie?
That's another one. I've only seen it like once.
It's a good one.
But anyhow, no, Mosasaur.
Did it part the waters as well?
No.
Did he have a beard?
No,
And
but
some robes with a long stick.
but interestingly, a commonly held theory of Mosasaur is that it was one of the first warm-blooded creatures on the planet.
The fuck is that, Bear? I mean,
It's a mosasaur puppet.
Yeah.
And she's holding it like it's real. She has like gloves on.
Yeah. But anyway, no, they were a reptile. It was thought to be a fish. And they won't talk about this, but I remember when they first found the first fossil of Mosasaur, they only found the bone of a jaw. And so they all thought it was some kind of a shark, because it actually has sharp teeth. Serrated teeth and stuff like that. And so they thought it was a shark. But then they were relatively quickly able to find other fossils and other bones of it. And they're like, oh, this was a lizard. This was a reptile. This was also much bigger than most sharks. Oh, and I'm just going to break everyone's heart. The actual Mosasaur, not quite as big as the Jurassic World critter. In fact, that's a... You know how we were joking about the Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park would have been a baby? Yeah, that thing in Jurassic World was like magnitudes bigger than the actual Mosasaur.
It's pretty big then.
Oh yeah, no, they're still pretty impressive SOB. Hold on, let me see if I can find the exact measurement of it. And by the way, there are 5 different types of Mosasaur that they believe they've found. First warm-blooded creature. Most likely would have been around the Atlantic Ocean. Description, here we go. Can I get a realistic size of them? Size, okay, so there are several variations. Again, because there are several different species. The largest one, because by the way, this is another species we've never found a complete fossil. We've only found parts of them. But it is theorized that they would have been somewhere around 17 meters long, which is about 50 feet. So you're looking about a whale shark size. In fact, actually, I think they'd be smaller than a whale shark. Whale shark is 60.
Whale sharks are huge.
Yeah. I want to say whale sharks are about 60 off the top of my head. But anyway, it's estimated that the biggest example of the Mosasaur species would have been about 50, 55 feet long. But yeah, no, these were massive. They were huge, but they weren't quite as big as, obviously in the movie.
Made out to be in the movie,
yeah.
Even though that thing was cool in the movie.
The original skull, the completed skull of a Mosasaur that was actually found, measured 57 inches long. So that's a good size head. I'll give you that. That's a big bitch. But
Tell me about my swine.
Gosh, my ears are bleeding now.
I know.
In 2024, this year, there was a specimen found. And they, again, not a complete fossil, but Mosasaur bones were found. And they estimate that specimen would have been about 39 feet long, so it may have been an adolescent. A little baby Mosasaur. But again, it's not named after Moses. It's named after the river that they were first found in.
Oh, Dino.
Dino from the Flintstones. What was he? Did they ever say what he was supposed to be?
She's saying it's a brontosaurus.
Was he a brontosaur? He looked kind of, yeah, he had the long neck. He would have been a baby. Brontosaurs were huge.
Yeah, I think he was a baby. He was supposed to be a baby.
A recently hatched baby.
Yes, no, he was born in the show. It may have been a flashback episode, but I remember there was an episode of Flintstones where we saw Dino be hatched out of an egg.
Now, there's a show I've not seen since I was like 10. That and the Jetsons.
There's a theory that the Flintstones and the Jetsons are in the same universe.
I've heard that.
They met.
That's right, they did have.
Yeah, Flintstone. No, the Jetsons found a time machine and they met the Flintstones. Brontosaurus is another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But anyway, which a lot of people call the long neck. I can't imagine why, given its imagery. Odd side note. Do you know what brontosaur actually translates to in Latin? No looking it up.
Man, you make it sound like I can speak Latin, let alone understand it.
Something to do with throat, like bronchitis. Brontosaur.
No, actually, that's the other way around. Bronchitis is actually named in reference to Brontosaurus. But in Latin, Brontosaurus means thunder lizard.
Thunder lizard.
That's literally what its name is. And actually, the closest to a complete Brontosaurus fossil was found in Wyoming.
Oh, nice.
It was almost perfect. It was just missing one single bone. The skull. It was the lower jaw and the rest of the body. But yeah, no. Brontosaurus is actually one of the oldest dinosaurs we've known about. Like, we found them first. But, let's see here. I'm looking up notes. Quadruped. If I'm reading this correctly, the first discovery of it was 1879. Making it, yes, one of the first dinosaurs that we actually found.
Hey, that was only 3 years after Custer said, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So, by piecing together different fossils that they have found, because again, we haven't found a complete one, but we found lots of them. Well, lots, I say that loosely. It's estimated that
Lots for them.
Brontosaurus, from the top of its head to the tip of its tail, you would have had roughly 72 feet. And it is estimated that it likely, comparing it to other creatures like it, like other herbivores and stuff like that, probably would have been somewhere in the realm of 17 to 19 tons.
Wow. You don't want those falling on you.
No. You remember hearing jokes about an elephant sitting on your chest? Imagine that thing sitting on your chest.
I think you get shot by an elephant,
Yeah, but no, they are one of the most iconic dinosaurs. And it's funny is that they have variants across the span of dinosaurs. Here's the funny thing. When they made Jurassic Park, Brontosaurus was believed to have just been a Jurassic. There was a species of Brontosaurus in the Jurassic period as well. But the one that we see in Jurassic Park, that was, yeah, the one that had like the nostrils on its skull, Triassic, not Jurassic. So they got that one wrong. But, yeah, no. The most recent fossil was found in 2015. And they share the broad herbivore realm with things like Triceratops, Stegosaurus. You ever notice that like the herbivore dinosaurs are usually more popular? Most people, it's either the T-Rex or it's one of the leaf eaters. you hardly ever hear anyone actually say that their favorite is like the raptor.
Yeah, you really don't.
Well, I like raptors. They're cool.
Yeah, a buddy of mine and him and his wife love raptors. His call sign when he was in the military was Raptor.
Oh, nice.
But since we are getting actually pretty late into time, there is one last little special example I want to talk about before we leave.
Petrie?
Nope. This is my favorite not dinosaur. Dimetrodon. Which some people would know from... It's the dinosaur with the big sail on its back. Well, a lot of people argue that it wasn't actually a dinosaur. Even though it is commonly pictured as a dinosaur and in that sort of thing.
Oh, this guy, okay.
Yeah, sailback, as some people call them.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, according to the study on the fossil records we have of them, they actually would have been closer to a mammal than a reptile. So a lot of people argue that they're not a dinosaur because dinosaurs are terrible lizards. Saurus means lizard in Latin. So if this is one of those whole arguments that paleontologists will correct you on. Technically, it's not a dinosaur. It very likely was not a lizard at all. It most likely was some kind of a mammal, a smooth-skinned mammal. It's more classified as, and I'm going to quote this, non-mammalian cenospid, which is a nice way of saying mammal-like reptile. But yeah, no, apparently there's this whole argument about, are they a dinosaur? Are they a mammal? Truth is, we don't know. Personally, I'm not sure what would be scarier.
Why can't they be both?
I mean, if a hyena can be a dog and a cat, Dimetrodon can be whatever the hell he wants to be.
And if they can have scales and feathers.
Yeah, I mean, create the weirdest thing in all of reality is life. Am I wrong?
You are not.
Stop me when I lie.
You're not. Look at the sea life that's the bottom of the freaking ocean.
Do we have
the
to?
ones that we have found.
Elder things.
Thank you. Yeah.
Man, that's a whole episode on itself. Just like some of the
Deep sea, yeah.
The stories that have come out from like divers and stuff that they've seen down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like what's your favorite sea life? That'd be.
I'm a basic bitch. I love sharks. But interesting side note.
What kind of shark though?
My favorite shark specifically?
Yeah.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
Mine's the cookie cutter.
Oh, those things are adorable.
Those things caused so much confusion
Mm-hmm.
when they were before they were discovered, because like some like
they would attack submarines.
Yeah, because like how thick they because of the outer layer, they thought it was a whale, so they would go take a bite, and then when they were surfaced, they're like, "The fuck is this?
Why are there bite marks and scratches on our subs?"
Why did someone took a cookie and cut a thing out of my boat?"
But Dimetrodon, by the way, despite its pretty gnarly appearance, like this is a pretty nasty looking skeleton. They actually were fish eaters. They were fishers.
Huh.
Their diet was pretty much just fishies.
So, my second favorite dinosaur is the armored one, the one with the hat, like the.
Oh my god, that thing has a really weird name, but I know who you're talking. Clubtail.
Yeah.
The headbutter.
No. Clubtail.
Spike?
Like its tail was like a freaking club.
Yeah, its tail was like a mace. And that's, I don't know what it's called, but that's what its name translates to, is Clubtail.
Like if I ever played another D&D campaign, I would do a paladin, and when I would
be that species.
No.
Oh.
For
that guy.
for Spirit Guardian.
Oh.
It would be that.
Have one of those little buggers. What are they called? Can we get a name? Clubtail.
Ankylosaurus?
Can you imagine that?
Clubtail
like,
dinosaur.
Big bad's like about to end everybody. I cast.
Ankylosaurus. Yes, it was an Ankylosaurus.
A dinosaur just shows up behind him. And is like, "What the fuck are you?" Smack.
Its whole genus is armored dinosaur, so it's an armored dinosaur species. And it was from the Cretaceous period, which is one of the last dinosaur ages.
What about you, Bear? What's your second favorite one?
Ducky.
Oh,
probably. I just looked it up because I never
Duck-billed
can remember
dinosaur.
Saurolophus.
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 Adorable little creature.
Now, if you want me to pick a third, it's really hard.
My third would be the ones with the 3 horns. I can't fucking remember the.
Triceratops.
Triceratops. That's another Cretaceous period. Saurolophus.
Saurolophus.
That's another one. And they're another American one, by the way.
Are there any Mexican dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs found. I warned you guys, by the way, this would be mostly a bullshitting episode.
This is a fun one.
The last elementary school I went to. Nice. The one we were just talking
Mexican
about, the one with the cell on its back. That was my elementary school's mascot.
Oh yeah.
Dinosaurs / Mexico. Labocania. Velafrons. I think that's a Spanish word.
Oh my. One of the ones I think you would like the most. Gorgosaurus.
The fuck does it look like?
The Gorgon lizard.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I like the type of dinosaurs I like, I go off what they look like.
Well, hold on. I'll see if I can't get an image for you.
And what kind of chaos they can cause.
See, yeah, it's like I don't know.
Gorgosaurus, or Gorgon lizard, is from the North American continent. Mexico was where it was originally found. Another late Cretaceous. And, oh my god, it's a T-Rex with long arms.
Okay.
It's literally a T-Rex with long arms.
Okay, yep. Here's my theory about the T-Rex with the little arms. I also believe that's the. I think.
So this, real quick, your Gorgonsaurus was 8 to 9 meters long, so between 25 to 30 feet long, so just a little bit bigger than a Dilophosaur, about T-Rex size. And yeah, Gorgosaurus, named after the legendary Gorgon, who was so horrifying and hideous that you couldn't look at him. One of the largest Tyrannosaurus family members.
Huh.
So it bigger than T-Rex.
Sweet. I honestly think T-Rexes were wyverns.
Oh, with the wings.
Not a.
So you want to know the
Pterodactyl.
big differences? You want to know the big different way you can tell a Gorgonsaurus from a Tyrannosaurus?
Besides the arms.
There are gappings in Gorgonsaurus's teeth, and it has elbow joints. So its arms were like ours. There's 2 bone parts in the arms. So it's literally a T-Rex with fucking arms.
You know, they should have gone that dinosaur for the Robertsons movie. Because then you wouldn't have that problem. But
yeah.
My arms are small, master. Master?
Similar to Tyrannosaurus.
But yeah, I think T-Rexes were wyverns.
Could have been what inspired the legend.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's funny that you mentioned the Robinsons. I have this big head and tiny arms. Gorgonsaurus, Gorgosaurus was, its head was disproportioned to its body. It had an actual big head to its body. The largest skull measured 39 inches long. It has an they had oddly large heads in proportion to their body. And there are gaps in their teeth, so they called it Gorgonsaurus, Gorgosaurus, after the mythical Gorgon, who was so ugly that you would turn to stone if you looked at it. Poor thing. Could you imagine, centuries, millennia after you die, someone digs up your bones, and the first thing they think is, what an ugly motherfucker.
Let's be honest, when they dig up human bodies, they're going to be like, the fuck?
Gorgosaurus?
Gorgosaurus.
This guy?
No, he had long. He had actually like arms.
Oh, wait.
And 3 fingers.
Albertosaurus?
But yeah, no, Gorgosaurus. Supposedly a dinosaur they thought was so ugly they named it after the Gorgon.
They're just jealous.
They're just jealous of the Mexican T-Rex, right?
Yep.
With its oddly big head.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we are getting to time. Wait, oh shit, did we lose the stream?
No.
My chat is saying disconnected.
That would be hilarious.
It would be what? No, we're still on. Yeah, we're still on.
Okay, we're good, but no. My chat for some reason says disconnected. Successfully connected again. Okay, well, either way.
We've not gotten any messages in a little while.
Yeah.
And
Frame rates are okay. Everything seems fine.
yeah, we dropped 231 frames, but that was like at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's not even really anything to mention.
But we're fine. So we're going to wrap this up tonight. As for next week, I'm going to let that be a surprise. But we will be trying some more of those hot sauces.
Yeah, we'll be trying these guys.
Yeah. These random assortments. So
Yeah.
watch, that's like people sending us messages. Hey, you're offline.
No, that was Jesus.
Yeah, that was me. I couldn't send it in the live chat.
I'm
gonna be upset, so I decided to do somebody.
Anyhow, though. But thank you all for watching. We hope you had fun tonight.
I can send it in. Anyways.
Hey, it's fine. We'll see you next week. I have been your host, Kristoff N. Chester. This is my token minority, Jesus.
You got a fruit fly.
There goes Choopy at the speed of light. That's
He's
the.
all go.
There, I guess.
No, he was,
He's gonna make Bubba go out.
He was trying to protect you from a fruit fly.
he was protecting you from a fruit fly.
We got the bishop over in the corner.
No, it
Alright.
was an evil goat.
Yeah. Anyhow, we'll see you guys next week.
Had a weird tattoo on his forehead.
Oh! The destruction you caused, Bishop.
What?
Keep checking the shadows, everybody.
That was a bear that flew by itself, not by me.